My name is Nick Vecchio, and I am using the dental service. I heard about this after looking around for local clinics that worked with uninsured residents in the area, and my purpose for seeking services here was because I am joining the Peace Corps here in about 2 weeks, and they have a litany of medical and dental clearances that you have to go through, and so I was looking for something a service that would be kind of compassionate to the cause and that would offer a lot of flexibility and adaptability to the needs that I needed to have filled in such a short period of time. And they were able to work me in. They kind of understood the pressing need for the deadlines because of working with the government, and they were able to pencil me in. And Amy and Dr. Joe were great, and all of the people that have been involved, they were able to get me in and out. And even when we submitted all of the paperwork to the government for approval, and they came back and they said, "Oh, well, we forgot to dot a T and cross an I," they were able to submit get me in, pencil me in for a follow-up lickety split, and we got that filled out. And then they were compassionate enough to say, "Well, now that we've done all of these services for you, we want to do as many follow-ups as possible before you leave to make sure that you are in the best health possible for your oral health before you go overseas for 27 months." Which has been wonderful, because whenever we go overseas, we are only allowed one dental visit per our service in the Peace Corps, which is 27 months, and they do one annual checkup. And so they wanted to make sure that I was going over there empowered and with the best oral health that I could have, and with the tools and the education that I need to actually maintain and actually thrive in a developing community. Prior to coming here, I didn't know much about dental health. I have been in and living in an independent fashion on my own in some capacity since I was 14, and so that has never been a priority in my life. However, upon having the motivation from the Peace Corps to fill out all of these clearances, then it empowered me to seek out these services. And consequently, the wonderful thing about coming here was that they offered as much education as they did services. So they were able to, while they were doing everything, explaining all of the processes and method and the procedures that they were doing in simple English to where I could understand it. And they were very empowering even whenever I came back, and they were able to see the progress that I had made on my own by following their treatment plan, if you will, as far as like what oral practices between like flossing and brushing, and how, and like even silly things that you take for granted on like how to brush and how to floss and how much time you should dedicate to it. They were able to educate me on all of that, and then they were able to provide me. They get these little tote bags that says, "If you ever run out, here's this." Every single time I come here, so now I've got like 5 or 6 different bags of supplies so I won't be running out anytime soon. And my whole purpose for joining the Peace Corps is because I believe that the best thing that you can do in life is to live beyond the self, and having that greater commitment to serve disenfranchised communities in whatever capacity that you can is one of the best things that you can do for society as a whole. And in this culture that is becoming more and more of a global community, that we have to be empowered as a privileged people to help those without privilege, to bring them up and to do whatever you can to lift them.